Hey there, Wondering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this edition of Tabloid Tarot, which unveils celebrity stories that might hit the tabloids next and digs into old scandals that still cause a stir. In today's Tabloid Tarot, we're taking a peek at how one on-screen superhero is currently aligning with their higher purpose and what's in store for their future. We are throwing Henry Cavill back into the spotlight to be tabloid tarot. So let's see what message we have for Henry about his future. Clarity, happiness, healing, aid, mercy, charity, kindness. And we have here the map. So with this map here, it's an indication that things are becoming clearer. We have this clarity for Henry in terms of his future and the direction that he needs to go to kind of align with his higher self, his higher purpose. And that basically, the kind of like the situations he's been through may not have all been easy for him. We have this healing card, so some type of healing taking place, and this aid card. Perhaps people, his fans, have been supporting him, or maybe there has been someone who has been supporting him on a personal level. But here we have this happiness card. So it seems like, these cards of healing, aid, clarity, and map is kind of indication that Henry is going in the right direction and finding his purpose and a sense of happiness that perhaps he hasn't been having lately or hasn't had lately. I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to see what may have most been impacting Henry. Okay. So here we have this mother card. It might not be an actual mother. It could be aspects of mothering, someone who maybe is helping or aiding him. For the light attributes, it says nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy, and giving birth to life. And then shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So it could be that Henry has been dealing with issues of either dealing with giving someone resources and providing them with the types of resources to feel comforted, or getting those types of resources from someone else. Like I said, you have this healing and aid card. It also could be that there could be aspects of possibly moving away from someone that was too mothering to him. With this advocate card, the light attributes says inspires you to put compassion into action, shadow attributes, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. So I feel with this card, it's kind of Henry's been dealing with what to kind of really stand behind, put himself behind, whether it's something for his own ego versus something he truly believes in and truly cares about. So these are the two kind of issues that he may have been dealing with. This also could be, to a certain degree, one aspect put together, concepts of caring and do you stand up and kind of push against someone who's caring for you, or do you kind of take on their beliefs as well? So it could be kind of if he's been in a time of needing assistance from other people, maybe kind of dealing with aspects of taking on what their fight is or their concerns are versus being his independent self and kind of figuring out who he is and his purpose on the way. So let's take a look at where he is right now with his journey. So I'm going to do two separate spreads here for Henry. So this one This first card is kind of like his current connection with his purpose. We have the Seven of Swords. In terms of kind of what he needs to learn or master, we have the Ace of Swords. In terms of kind of what he offers his family, his loved ones, his community, we have Four of Cups. And what he kind of has to offer, like the world in general, we have the Two of Swords. So a lot of swords here. And that has to do with communication, truth, action, mental clarity, thoughts. So in terms of his current connection with his purpose, his current life purpose, we have the Seven of Swords. And this is a card that is typically liar, stealer, cheater. It also could be a card of doing certain things, taking certain action where you're not telling everyone about it. You're kind of trying to be undetected or go under the radar with things. So it's interesting that what he's here to master is this Ace of Swords, which is honesty, clarity, truth, a sense in victory in that, mental process, problem solving. So where he is now is kind of maybe just unsure of who to trust, unsure of, how he wants to be seen. So that could have to do with that concept of like the advocate, what he stands for, what his beliefs are, the reasons why he's doing something. It also kind of fits in with this aspect of mother, like smothering aspect, possibly either trying to not be detected by someone or his true intentions, trying not to clash with someone else's, and so trying to be a little bit undetected or secretive about certain things. But he's here to kind of master this sense of clarity and conviction. So in terms of what he's offering his community right now, his loved ones, friends, family, we have the Four of Cups. So it's almost a sense of not offering the full sense of who he is, still kind of focusing on what it is he is being offered. It's like he's not really clearly seeing what he's being offered by life, maybe still dealing with healing, trying to kind of figure out how to help himself through this process to get clarity, to kind of move forward and figure out what all this means. In terms of what he offers to humankind, the world in general, we have this Two of Swords. So it's a sense of he's protecting himself, kind of trying to keep the peace, trying to not make clear decisions one way or the other. Again, this concept of the advocate, trying to figure out what it is he wants to communicate, how he wants to communicate, how it might be taken. So I'm going to take a look at the influencing energy. We have here the Seven of Wands. So that's a kind of a defensive energy, kind of feeling that he needs to figure out what he stands for, what his core beliefs are, and be a bit more independent. So that could be kind of why you have the Seven of Swords here. So I'm going to do some clarifications. Take a look at the Seven of Swords, why there's a need to kind of be secretive or have secrets. We have the Knight of Swords. So this is kind of opposite of the Seven of Swords. This is kind of like going out there, having your decision made, your mind made up, gonna do whatever it is it takes to get across what the intention is, maybe not having a great plan of action. So to me, it's almost like someone jumping into the middle of a party and getting everyone's attention and saying, we need to, do this right now. And everyone's kind of looking and trying to be like, okay, do what? Go where? How to do it? And then the knight saying, just follow me, and just really having no plan. So to me, it's almost like he's trying to avoid that, just almost feels like he might need to have the answers, or maybe people are coming to him kind of saying, what's next? How are you going to deal with this or that? How do you feel about this or that? And really he's kind of just trying to figure things out for himself. So let's see about this Ace of Swords that he's supposed to master in terms of like what he needs to really get there. We have the Sun. So he really needs to kind of tap into his joy, what energizes him, that sense of like feeling that he's secure and he's safe, and really taking anything that comes his way. Like almost, I get a sense of the Fool with this card, but almost the sense of like happiness is kind of like ties in with the sense of clarity. So let's get a sense of this Four of Cups, how he is with his friends, his family. Let's see like how you can kind of move past that. We have the Page of Pentacles. So I think he really needs to get more in touch with his inner child. Maybe that's why there's this mothering card. Kind of get back into what he really enjoys and really wants to spend his time doing and exploring. Playing more video games, perhaps, but really getting a sense of feeling connected to his environment and feeling that he's excited about existing in that environment and learning and exploring and getting a sense of value of who he is and what he wants, which is kind of totally opposite of this Four of Cups, where they are so detached, or not detached from their environment, and so focused on what they're not getting, that they can't even see this glass or cup that they're being offered, or maybe they don't want it. So let's take a look at the Two of Swords here in terms of what he offers the world. We have the Six of Pentacles. So it's almost a sense of like he does need that support from his community. Maybe not support in terms of asking what's next, but just kind of something where it's like a positive comment or acknowledgement of who he is without wanting anything in return, without asking a question, without wanting to take a selfie with him, but just kind of something to acknowledge, like, hey, you were great in this, or I love you in that, and just kind of moving on and just kind of giving support without him feeling that he needs to be guarded. So that might be helpful for him. So I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to do a different spread here. This is more of a kind of past, present, future, hopes and fears, environments kind of spread that will focus on his career and his love life. So let's take a look at what we have. I'm going to start with his career. So in terms of his past for career, we have the Lovers. In terms of his past for his love life, we have Four of Wands. In terms of the present situation for his career, the Hanged Man. In terms of present situation for his love life, we have the Four of Pentacles. In terms of the near future for his career, Two of Swords. In terms of the near future for his love life, Ten of Wands. In terms of kind of his current attitude overall, we have the Star. And in terms of his environment, Queen of Pentacles. In terms of hopes and fears, Six of Pentacles. And in terms of kind of like the future outcome for his career, there's the Ace of Swords. And for future outcome of love life, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Swords, this was kind of what he's here to master. It's interesting that this is the kind of future outcome for his career. This Queen of Pentacles here that indicates his environment. This is kind of like the card of like mother. If I were to think of a mother card, this would be one of them. And in terms of like the near future for the career, we have this Two of Swords, which in the other spread was kind of like what he's offering to like the world currently. So as we go through this, in terms of his past and his career, it seems like he was really feeling committed to his career, what he was doing, like feeling that what he was putting into it, he was getting met, like rewarded in that same way. In terms of his past love life, we have this Four of Wands. There's a sense of happiness going on there. It's almost a sense of like freedom, but two people kind of, well, here there's multiple people, but kind of the Two of Wands indicates like planning for the future, and with four, it could be like two people kind of planning their future simultaneously. It could be a card of engagement, marriage, but it seems like happiness, at least in his past love life. In terms of his current career, we have the Hanged Man. So feeling maybe stuck, feeling like there's sacrifices he's making and really not moving forward in his career. And really, he needs to take that time to deal with the situation and maybe see things from a different perspective, maybe kind of get a sense of clarity of what's going on. In terms of the present for his relationship, we have a different four. We have the Four of Pentacles. So this is a focus on self. So I was kind of talking about, when you're getting aid or assistance from someone else, kind of making sure that the ideas or beliefs that you have aren't just being like force-fed to you by the person that's giving you support. So it's a sense of like maybe his girlfriend, who I believe is her company, might be like producing a movie that he wants to star in, something along those lines. So it could be like he's trying to get a sense of who he is in that relationship based on his own merits, and trying to have his own identity and not maybe feel like he owes everything to his girlfriend. In terms of like the near future for his career, still feeling like that there's no clear forward path in sight, and still needing to kind of protect himself. And for his future when it comes to love life, Ten of Wands, some difficulties that he's got to deal with. Maybe those burdens and responsibilities might require him to kind of look at the aid he's receiving or how he's healing or needs to heal and move forward. But in general, his current attitude, we have here the Star. So it's almost a sense of he is hopeful that a path will kind of open up for him. Kind of trying to get the sense of healing, trying to kind of figure out that guiding light, that that North Star or whatever, to lead him on his path to figure out where to go on this map. In terms of his environment, we have this Queen of Pentacles. So it could be that there is a person in his environment. This could be his girlfriend. This could be a mother or mother type figure, someone who is trying to help, someone who is trying to comfort, someone who has this kind of mother type aspects where there is a tendency to smother. There's a tendency to be too involved, though the desire might be just to comfort and to help and protect. In terms of his hopes and fears, we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like he wants help to kind of figure out where to go, where the sense of aid, comes in, but also doesn't want to owe anyone something. Like it's kind of like if he is receiving assistance from someone now at a point where if he feels like he needs that help, especially with, you've got the Four of Pentacles here, and the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man for his career, Four of Pentacles when it comes to his love life. If he's feeling that he's receiving something from someone in a more powerful position than him, it's almost a sense of dealing with that on an ego level, but then also thinking, how do I pay this person back? Or how do I get a sense of independence? Or how can I ever excel separate from this person? In terms of like the future outcome for his career, we have the Ace of Swords, this sense of clarity. It seems like this sense of keeping the peace. There's a decision that he's going to be making, and that will kind of give him a sense of clarity, a sense of kind of having a new perspective about, maybe what to say, what he stands for, what his belief is, kind of like where things are going in his career. In terms of his love life, we have another Pentacles. It's a Five of Pentacles. And here, there's also a card of a mother and a child in this. But this is a sense of kind of not really feeling like you belong or accepted, perhaps issues with money taking place, overwhelming their relationship. I think that I'm not going to go ahead and clarify these because based on the cards that I've pulled already in the other spread, it seems that seems kind of clear. But if anyone has questions, they can let me know. And thank you for watching this edition of Tabloid Tarot. We'll see you next time. Take care.